Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for your support of me here at Dad's Den. I really do appreciate you guys. All right, with that being said, Vanakkam makale unga supportku mika nandri. As many of you may already know, last week I did a reaction to a video about Keezhadi. And that was my first time hearing about it. I was just blown away. I was just so intrigued by it. I was just like, because I love history. So I was like, dude, this is amazing. What a discovery. What a day, right? I mean, this is so cool. We're finding out old artifacts. We're finding about true history of the world and all these things. I love archaeology. I love history. And I just love learning about it. I think it's so much fun. And I mentioned this in my last video. I was a history major when I was back in college. That was a long time ago. Oh boy. Anyway, so I found this other video. It's called All About Keezhadi. And it's made by Sunday Distributors. You blew it! I completely messed that up. It is Sunday Disturbers, guys. I apologize. I was just going so fast. I looked down. I'm like, oh, Sunday Distributors. I'm just making up stuff here. Sunday Disturbers. Sunday Disturbers, okay? The full channel name is Sunday Disturbers Arun Prasanth Nataran, okay? So if you want to check out their channel, I'm going to leave the original video and their channel down below in the description. Just click the link. The full title of this video is called All About Keezhadi, complete details of the Keezhadi Excavation. So let's go. And do you guys like my father's painting? This is another painting by my dad. I like this one. I just really like the colors on it. So anyhow, if you like my dad's painting, you can leave a comment right now. Let him know that he's pretty darn good. Anyway, here we go, the video. So one more thing, this video gets into a little bit more details than the last video that I reacted to. So we're going to learn more about Keezhadi. We're going to learn more about the excavation. This should be really, really interesting. Please don't leave. Please don't go anywhere. This should be really, really good.
Hi everyone. So today we are going to see an important topic which was in the buzz of Indian media recently, which is about the Keezhadi excavations and the archaeological survey which is carried out by the Tamil Nadu state government. Results and evidence of Keezhadi archaeological research has created a lot of buzz among the archaeologists, historians and among the people.
A lot of buzz.
And Tamil enthusiasts all over the world. Let's see what is the importance of Keezhadi and why these discoveries have become so significant and why these people are going mad about it.
So why they're going mad about it?
Is a small village which is located in Sivagangai district near Madurai town, not very far away. Right now it falls under the Sivagangai district in the state of Tamil Nadu, India. It is a region which has been covered by coconut groves and active cultivation going on in today's 21st century.
Oh, I didn't know that. It was just cultivation stuff.
But it has been a few years now that the archaeological survey has been going on around this region. Initially, the project was taken up by central government's Archaeological Survey of India, which began their archaeological research in two major phases. The first phase of research was conducted in the year 2015, and the second phase of research was done during 2016. During this research, they discovered a lot of antique things and evidences of proof, which proves that this region had urban civilization dating back to a long ago, which was close to the time period of Sindhu Valley civilization. And the third phase of research began after a minor turmoil between the confusions and the arguments which happened because central government were not very happy to release the results or publications on the research which was carried
so
out
ridiculous.
In this region. And then the research was put on a hold over a few years, and then the research was taken back up by the state government of Tamil Nadu, and currently the evidences and the results which we have got is from the fourth phase of excavation, which is being done by the state government of Tamil Nadu Archaeological Department. Now let's get into the exciting results, what they have published and why it has created a lot of buzz. So the things, some of them which have been excavated and discovered and identified include potteries, playing items, over 60 different types of gaming and playful products have been identified, and gold ornaments and jewelry, animal artifacts and fossils, which is around 60 to 65 different types of animals have been identified, building structures including walls, homes, big public gathering places, and also wells have been identified. In terms of iron utensils and arms, a lot of different products have been identified, and a lot more of exciting other products like big urns and cooking utensils, potteries, and all of it which was being believed to be used for storage of grains and food items during that period. So the samples from all of these products have been sent, which was chosen by the archaeological scientists, archaeological people have identified two products to be very significant. The first product was something which was discovered from a depth of 353 centimeters from the ground level. Next product was something which was identified from 200 centimeters of depth. These products were sent for carbon dating.
This is the interesting part right here, guys. This is
and
crazy.
Also a lab in Europe. So these products have been identified carbon dating of BC 580. So that dates back to 6th century BC. And the other product which was identified from the 200 centimeter depth is identified to be something which belongs to BC 250
So
year.
cool.
So what is the significance of all this? Now let's say there is something called as Sangam Era, which is a part of
Sangam
Tamil
Era, yep.
literature. This is a literature which is identified to cover over a span of BC 300 years to AD 300 years, which is over 1500 years and more. And these scriptures include a lot of songs and poems which is written as part of Tamil literature,
that's awesome.
which talks about the lifestyle of people who lived during that era. Grammy literature or the Grammy letters have already been mentioned in these Sangam literature poems, which we have still got with us up to date for references. Now, these samples from the Keezhadi excavations, which dates back to 6th century BC, with the same scriptures which is being mentioned in the Sangam literature, proves that Sangam literature may have been potentially something which dated a 300 years earlier than what we have believed it to be so, because the Keezhadi excavations have proven that it belongs to 6th century and not 3rd century as what Sangam literature has been believed to be.
It's amazing what these guys can figure out.
Now, the next different interesting fact is the games. A lot of different gaming products have been identified, and over 60 different types of games played by both adults and children have been discovered.
There's your Xbox 360 and your PlayStation 4.
A civilization or a people community can get into entertainment like games, keeping themselves happy only when their food and shelter has already been taken care of. So identification of these gaming products itself is a proof without any question that the people who lived in this era were already completely civilized and led a very happy life.
That's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Discover and play all different types of games. The most important discovery that the archaeologists got excited about was the dice, which is six-sided dice, which we use still today for a lot of other games. The references for all these games have been found in the Sangam literatures like Pattinapalai and Kalitogai. Hence, this lifestyle should have been a routine daily life practice for people who lived during that period. The another important discovery was the gold ornaments and jewelry. Now, these are not something which does not have any proper shape or structures like what we see in other discoveries. These jewelries are something which are meticulously and sharply designed gold jewelry with some brilliant craftsmanship which dates back to 6th century BC. So, and this proves the wealthiness of people who lived during that era.
It's true. If they had jewelry and they were able to make all that stuff, then they were very sophisticated.
And the big urns clearly clarify that it was an urban civilization which existed in this region during the era of 6th
I mean, there's
century
even designs
BC.
on the pots. It's not just like a pot. Look at there's actually designs on it and stuff. That's awesome.
India has been identified to have two other urban civilizations around the same period, which is Sindhu Valley Civilization and Ganges Valley Civilization. So now the exciting part is that both these civilizations exist in the northern parts of India, and southern parts of India, no such archaeological discoveries have been made or any links have been identified between the Sindhu Valley or Ganges Valley civilization so far. Now, after the Keezhadi discovery, archaeologists are potentially thinking, while the Sindhu Valley and Ganges Valley civilization existed in the northern parts of India, there has also been another urban civilization which existed around this region, which is the Madurai Civilization, which existed during the same time period. There have also been evidences of overseas transfer, overseas merchants, or some kind of economic communication or economic transfer or trade which existed between the people of Madurai and Roman civilization. There has been some artifacts which have been identified which does not belong to the local urban civilization but looks something which has links to Roman civilization as early as 6th century BC. Keezhadi has also got pottery pieces of different sizes and shapes. There have been broken pot pieces which have been identified, and also complete pots which are unbroken.
That's so cool, because you think about it.
So the archaeologists have identified there are Grammy scriptures which is written with names and some other words.
I read the Bible and all that stuff,
and they believe there can only be two ways where
they're
how
trading
this
with
can
people
be done.
just
One is
down
when
here.
the pot
This is so
wet
cool.
while it is being made by the potter, who was able to read and write and wrote something on it while he was making the pot. And the other possibility is after he makes it and it's a complete product which is being sold out to people, and people wrote their own names in the pots when they took it home. So all the potteries which have been identified from Keezhadi excavations are those potteries where the scriptures have been written only after they have been completely made and not when they are wet.
They're finding people here. I did not know that. I thought they were just finding artifacts, you guys. This is so
during that era
interesting.
Were literate, who knew to read and write, and some of them had names on it.
For sure.
And most common names which they have identified from these pottery pieces are Kurian and Adan, and some of them had Kurian Adan written together. Now, archaeologists are not sure if it was the name of a king or somebody who was famous who lived in that region, but most of the pottery pieces have been identified to have these two names. What is the another significant part of this research?
Interesting.
The Sangam period
Maybe it was the guy who made the
identified
pots.
to be something which existed from 3rd century BC to 5th century BC, but now this discovery makes it as early as 6th century BC, which makes it a total span of over 2,500 years that the Madurai has remained as a totally functional city over centuries. And archaeologists say it was the most easiest conclusion for them to make, that Madurai has always been a fully functional urban civilized city which existed during that period. Following all this research, archaeologists believe a lot of other regions around the Madurai city which exists today has a potential possibility to be identified as a region of archaeological significance, and they plan on to continue this excavation in the upcoming years. The most hot ongoing debate which happens in the country of India is how to link Sindhu Valley Civilization to Keezhadi Civilization, because Sindhu Valley Civilization is only around the year BC 1900 to BC 2500, but Keezhadi Civilization dates as early as BC 580. So that makes it a big question. How was these two connected? Or was Keezhadi Civilization the first urban civilization to be identified in the country of India?
Yeah,
or,
that's true.
In fact, the first to be in the world. However, archaeologists make it very clear that Keezhadi Civilization is the earliest to Sindhu Valley Civilization, because the difference of years from the carbon dating which is identified is that Keezhadi is over 1,300 years ahead of Sindhu Valley Civilization. And now Tamil Nadu government archaeological department is planning to continue their 5th phase of archaeological excavations, and now they have employed so many different technologies to carry out the archaeological survey, such as
I wonder what they're going to find next.
Being used and ground penetrating radars which have identified in how much depth of the soil that these products have been lying around, and there are also technologies which has been used to identify what kind of minerals the soils are containing. So all these technologies have been equipped now, and hopefully the archaeologists believe that definitely these things will help us to take things forward, and people are very eagerly awaiting the results of 5th phase of excavations, and people of India and people of Tamil Nadu are very eager to continue these researches. However, they have got a demand to also continue and extend the part of research
of what might have been
Adichanallur, which is another small village which has been identified as a potential archaeological region, and region of archaeological significance where already first phase of excavations and discoveries have been made by the Archaeological Survey of India a few years ago, and the carbon dating proved that the products from there dates back even earlier than the Keezhadi excavations, which is around 9th century BC. So now people demand that if Adichanallur has been proven to be an earlier civilization than Keezhadi, then that should also be a significant part of your research, and people are eager to know the results, of course. However, Tamil Nadu government has done a great job by bringing out all of these things, and to take up this hopefully in a better way, which is going to excite historians even more. Who knows, even the history of India will be rewritten in the future if Keezhadi still continues to be proven earliest urban civilization identified in the country.
This is cool. Thank you. Really cool. All right, so that's the video. So like I told you guys, there is more information in this video than there was in the last one, and it's incredible the stuff that they're actually finding, you guys. Dude, they're finding human remains, they're finding games, they're finding jewelry. Did you see some of that jewelry? I mean, dude, that's sophistication, guys. It's not easy to make jewelry. We have people making jewelry today with technology and tools and stuff. They can't make jewelry that looks that good. I mean, come on, this is incredible. I love this. This is so interesting. I cannot wait to find see what they find next. I mean, and if they go to that other site and they start finding other things, I mean, this is fun. I mean, this is just really, really cool to dive into and to find out more stuff. It just, oh gosh, it's just so interesting to me. Like I said, I love history. I love, going back and looking at all the civilizations and all these things. It's so interesting. Sunday Disturbers, great video, lots of details. That was fantastic. And again, guys, if you have not seen their channel, they have 153,000 subscribers. You're probably already subscribed, but if you're not, check out the channel. It'll be down in the description. You guys can click the link, follow them, subscribe to them. They have some great videos. There's another one in there that they have. It's Keezhadi versus the Indus. Yeah, there's another video there. It just popped up on my screen. But anyway, they have a lot of good videos, so go check them out, you guys. And thank you, Sunday Disturbers, for allowing me to react to this video. I really appreciate that. Okay, that was a long video. I was reacting as we were going. I'm not going to get into too much. We're also not going to do our featuring comments on here because there's just so many of them. Plus, this was a long video. I don't want to hold you guys any longer, but we do have to do one thing. We do have to do our quote of the day. I mean, we have to do that, right? I think we do. So anyway, we're going to jump in a quote of the day. So let's do that now. Ooh, I like this quote. This is really, really good. Okay, here it goes, guys. Fortune befriends the bold. I'm going to repeat it. Fortune befriends the bold. So if you want you want to get out and you want to do big things, you're going to have to be bold, guys. You're going to have to be bold. You're going to do it. Okay, so anyway, that's the quote of the day. Hope you liked it. Hope you liked this video, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.